Welcome back, everybody. This is another episode. Thank you guys for tuning in for the previous episodes. If you haven't seen episode 2 or 3, please go into the description, check those out. If you haven't seen any other episodes, pretty impactful. They're short videos and not super long videos. What I want to do is I want to get you guys developing a mindset first. Then once the mindset is developed, then we'll put more in-depth advanced videos up. But right now, let's just get some information through. Let's figure out what we're doing wrong, okay? This particular episode here is going to be about diet. So diet, a lot of people they're on the internet, Google, checking out different diet fads, whether it's keto, or if it's paleo, pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, or the carnivore diet. All of these diets are pretty popular. A lot of people are doing test trials on them. You can see it on YouTube. You can, your friend, your mom, your dad are probably trying these out. The detox diet, that's a pretty popular one too, where you take in a lot of teas and detoxes, leafy greens, things like that to kind of cleanse your body out, get your pH level back balanced. So you'll see a lot of these people trying out these diets. Some it works for, some it doesn't. But one thing that you want to pay attention to is your body is different from everybody else's. So that diet might not work for you. All of these diet fads might not work for you. Your problem might not be the food you're eating. It might just be when you're eating and what time you're eating and what foods you're eating at that particular time. So we're going to touch on 3 things today. 3 things that I feel are important about diet. First one's going to be what to eat. A lot of people don't know what to eat, so we're going to focus on what we should be eating. When we need to be eating. A lot of people are eating really late or too early in the day. So we want to focus on when we should be eating, and then we're going to talk about the benefits of the food that we're eating. All right? So as you can see on the table here, I have a display of different types of foods we should be eating. Of course, most of us are probably not even eating 60% of the stuff that's on the table, nor drinking any of the beverages here that are on the table here. So healthy lifestyle does consist of at least 90% of the things we have displayed on the table here. All right. What to eat. All right. For optimum energy throughout the day, for a lightly active to moderately active average human being, they should be taking in roughly some type of carbs, some fats, and proteins. Now, the scale that is being used today on Google, which you can look up on your own, is roughly between 1 to 2 carbs per body weight. Same for protein. And then fats more so around 0.4 to 0.7 grams per body weight. Okay? I typically don't go by that calculated number. I'm more on an advanced level. We'll get into that in another video. But let's just stick with the numbers and the metrics that they're giving us, right? So, fats. What kind of fats should we be eating? When we look into fats, a lot of people are thinking about, oils. A lot of oils, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, things of that nature. Now, the benefits of fats, healthy fats, more so, that you find in those oils, in walnuts, in seeds, almonds, that particular type of oil helps with your heart. So it's heart healthy oils that can help unclog your arteries from all the built up calcium and fat that's lingering inside of them, restricting blood flow. There's no guarantee, there's no 100% guarantee that works, but I know that in combination with others do help with unclogging your arteries, getting your cholesterol down. All right. So when we look at fats, we want to focus on oils, healthy oils, coconut oil, olive oil being the best one, and avocado oil. We want to focus on the oils that we're using. Now, of course, how we use it also determines the effect it has on our body. So if we're cooking with those oils at high temperatures, to where we're tearing them down, causing them to react erratically and possibly build trans fats, then what we want to do is change the way we're using our fats, our oils. Now, walnuts and seeds, you can consume those. Normally 28 grams to 56 grams is good for a daily serving. You can throw it in your salads, or you can eat just a handful when you're hungry. All right. Now, the benefits of the nuts and seeds in opposed to the oils is the nuts and seeds have fiber, so that actually has that unique combination that's needed to help unclog arteries and get that blood, the adequate blood flow back. All right. Let's zoom into carbs. Carbs, main ones you want to focus on: veggies and fruits. Hands down, just vegetables and fruits. That's your best source of carbs and energies because they're full of nutrients, vitamins, minerals that your body needs to operate, that your organs need, your bones need for good optimum health. Okay, now you can throw in beans. Beans are considered a legume and they are high in fiber. Fiber is good for the body. Okay, fruits and vegetables are high in fiber. So if you had to choose your carb source, I would focus on those three. You can have rice, you can have bread in small quantities. I wouldn't make 2 or 3 meals out of the day considered with rice and bread and things of that nature. I would consider those as a treat because eventually, because they have very, very low nutritious value, they become sugar to the body, and the body just stores it as energy, as fat. It becomes energy, and then it turns to fat if the energy isn't used. Carbs are a good source of energy if you're going straight to a workout. So carbing up before the workout would be a good idea other than taking an energy drink. All right. Next, protein. I'm going to list all of the proteins you can eat, and then I'll tell you which ones are more beneficial. So start fish. When you think of fish, you want to think of, not the fish that's at the bottom of the ocean, your tilapias. You don't really want that, but you can have that. You want to think of freshwater fish, so cod, salmon, tuna is okay in spurts. Halibut. A lot of people probably don't even know what halibut is, but that's a good source of fish. It's thick. It doesn't have a fishy smell to it. It has the texture of chicken. So if you like that tilapia style fish, try halibut. That's a good source of fish. Along with that, you can have some of your treat seafood like shrimp, lobster, crab. Those are real lean, so you can add those to your diet too. But then again, like I was mentioning, you don't want to eat 2-3 servings of that a day. You want to treat it as a treat, so maybe once or twice a week. All right. Chicken, red meat. So we're looking at cow, bison, buffalo. Those are 3 good sources of red meat. Of course, it depends on what cut of the cow you get will be the better quality of the meat. We'll talk about cuts of meat in a later episode. Right now, this is just something to put on your mind and get you in motion and start thinking about these things. All right. And then outside of that, you have your plant-based versions, your tofus, your powders, your chickpeas. You can add those to your diet too, but just keep it in mind, those are high in carbs and fiber. So when you look at your carbohydrates, you want to do net carbs. So that's after the fiber has been taken away out of your actual grams. So that whatever's left, you want to start to calculate that of how many carbs you're actually eating. All right. Now, that's the food. When should we be eating? Normally in the U.S., we eat morning, our breakfast 7 to 10. Afternoon, we're doing lunch. So that's from 11 to 3. Evening time, we're probably going to have a snack between 3 and 4. And then our dinner is normally going to be between 5 and 8 p.m. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're giving your body an adequate amount of time for digestion after your last meal. So if you're having your dinner after 8 p.m., then you should have a late breakfast just so you can have a longer fasting period to where that your body can break down all of the food that you ate so it can send whatever it doesn't need out in your bowel movement and absorb whatever energy is needed through from the food. Okay? Now, some days you might not be able to eat between those time periods. It's okay to skip a meal, but that doesn't mean that if every meal that you have here is 750 calories, that don't mean if you miss breakfast, your lunch should be 1,500 calories. No, keep it on the same interval, and then your body will slowly pick it up and adapt to the energy it needs throughout the day. Okay? Eat for energy, not for a satisfactory. Okay? Benefits of food. Leafy greens. Your leafy greens are probably the most important thing you can eat every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, because they're rich in minerals and vitamins that helps with heart, that helps with your kidneys, that helps with your pancreas, that helps with muscle growth, that helps with mental fog. Literally, you can't go wrong with leafy greens. All right. Broccoli is another cruciferous vegetable that you can actually use in place of your leafy greens. If the greens are too tart for you, try broccoli. Broccoli has some of the similar properties as leafy greens, which is one of the most important things that's present in all of them is vitamin K. Vitamin K is really good for blood pressure. It's also good for diabetes. You want to make sure you're consuming this because these are vitamins your body needs that it doesn't produce enough of. Okay. Aside from leafy greens, you want to get you some type of fruits. So when you're choosing your fruits, focus more so on berries. Berries are, again, just like your leafy greens. Berries are high in antioxidants that actually help with cleaning out free radicals and stuff that's inside of the body. So giving you that detox, other than taking a million teas and going with diet fads. Get you some berries in your diet. Berries ranging from blackberries to raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. Those are all good berries that you can take. Now, keeping in mind, some of those berries are higher in sugar. So blueberries are higher in sugar. If you want to lower that sugar content and get to something that's real satiated, that's not going to spike your insulin, then you want to focus more so on blackberries and strawberries, okay? Now, I zoomed through that to say, give it a shot. If some of the information that went a little too fast, just rewind it, revisit the information. But when you're going through your diet, it should consist something of these: fish, fruits, nuts, some form of leafy greens, some vitamin C, and maybe some beans. Okay, that concludes today's episode. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Water is definitely pivotal to this particular diet here. It helps with the detoxification as well, all right? How much water? Shoot for a gallon. If you can't get a gallon, get yourself 3 liters, all right? Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.